Hi everyone, I'm sarahdutra from the Brian Flynn team of Keller Realty, and I thought it would be really helpful today to just talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the market. So I'm sure you're probably hearing many different topics, many different opinions, many different facts. There's a lot going on out there when it comes to real estate and when it comes to everything that our world is going through right now. And I just want to deliver a couple facts to you and a couple things that I'm observing as being in the business and being in the field per se. So number one, I think the biggest point I'd like to make here is that if you are thinking of buying, thinking of selling, or have any real estate needs, I think what you should be doing is reaching out to a trusted source, a realtor, someone who works in this field, someone who's been through the experiences that we're actually going through and what they were doing in the market prior. So you're going to hear a lot of different pieces of information from different people, and you really want to make sure that even if you're not thinking of making a move right now, that even if it's in the future, that you reach out to someone that knows, because you're going to get a lot of things filled in your head and you really want to have someone that you trust. Okay, so that's number one. The second thing I'd like to point out is 2008 housing crash versus what's actually happening right now. Very different things. There could actually be some similar results from it, but they are two different things. And the way that we are so well insulated as a Boston real estate market is very unlikely that we are going to have all of the same effects as 2008. So it's important to remember that there are two very big differences here. Okay, 2008 was a housing crash due to mortgage negligence, okay? Now we have a pandemic and health crisis, and these are two very different things. So that's also one thing to keep in mind. The third thing that I want to talk about is what's actually happening in the market right now. I've had a lot of buyers ask me, are prices coming down? Can we make a really low offer? Can we negotiate here? What's going on? I've had sellers say, should we list now? Should we wait? And really, number one, you want to analyze what's important to you. Okay, you always want to do that. You want to analyze what's important to you and what are your goals. There are going to be people that need to buy and sell right now, tomorrow, next week, regardless. That's not going to change. People have to move. People have to relocate. People have job transfers. People have family dynamics that change. There are several reasons that people will need to make a move. So, have we seen prices come down? It's too early to tell. There's not enough inventory to really give you that, and it's only been, a small amount of time. We have a low inventory. That's one thing we know. Very, very, very low inventory. And we've had a low inventory. Is it lower now than it was? Yes. Have things slowed down now versus what they were in last year's spring market? Absolutely. What we predict and what we sort of see happening is a spring market taking place a little bit later in the year, assuming things get stabilized with the virus. So we still see an active spring market coming, but it's going to be pushed. Okay, so there's that to take into consideration. But one of the other things you're going to want to take into consideration is that real estate is still happening. And I'm just looking here. So we pulled the stats for the Middlesex County. This was about a week ago, so the data will change a little bit, when the video comes out. There were 277 new listings in the last 7 days in the Middlesex County. There were 428 homes that went under agreement. and there were 215 homes that actually sold. So that says that there's activity. Okay. The last portion of this that I want you to look at is where the inventory is low and you still have buyers out there looking to make moves, you still have the demand. So if the home is priced correctly and marketed correctly, there's going to be a buyer out there for that home. Absolutely. So we are seeing that still. We are seeing homes go off the market in the first week. We are still seeing multiple offers. There's less activity overall as a whole, but things are still happening. So we just want to give you that information because it really is going to depend on your specific situation and your home on how we are going to advise you to handle moving forward. And it's always going to be in your court, your decision. Lastly, we have taken and we have adapted extremely to the situation. So we have a whole system in place for our buyers and sellers so we can still help you achieve your goals safely. And we are going to put the link to that process in the comments below. So if you would like to check that out, please click on the link in the comments. And don't forget to reach out to us if you want to just have a conversation about what your plans are for the future. We would be happy to do that with you, no pressure. And most of all, we want our clients to be satisfied. We want our clients to be safe. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any other questions about what's going on in your neighborhood, please make sure to let us know.